Montez Ford might be set for a push. Ford is highly regarded. Apparently, backstage, he caught the eye of a lot of people backstage in WWE, especially with the efforts that him and Dawkins have been given recently. According to Give Me Sport, Ford was put in a spot by WWE officials as a form of a trial, quote unquote, kind of like a test run for him, and to see if he could go toe to toe with Roman Reigns. That took place mid-September. He had that match. He did very well in that match, and they loved what they saw. He passed the test with flying colors, and it was also been previously noted that WWE considered splitting up the Street Profits during the recent draft in order to begin Ford's single push, but then opted not to do so and noted that the door is still open to do that, obviously, at any time. But things are looking good for Montez Ford right now, and not only because he is currently the partner of Bianca Belair, but, the dude is also one hell of a wrestler, and he also had a great match with Roman Reigns. But what do you think about Montez Ford potentially having a singles push?
I think it makes sense. Like we've talked about him on the show a couple times, more recently, maybe 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I think he's ready. I think he's ready for a push. I think he's actually very good at what he does. They had a great match with the Usos, and don't get me wrong, Dawkins is good too, and Dawkins shined. But
we love the big Doc here. We love the big Doc.
No, of course, we love Dawkins. I think Montez was the shining star in that match, and that's not taking anything away from either party because everyone in that ring was very talented. But I think Montez is a shining star that needs to be pushed more.
Absolutely. This guy doesn't only have like main eventer written all over him. This guy has money just printed all over him. This guy is the total package. I think the only place that he might even show some weakness, and that's only because he hasn't really had the opportunity as a singles competitor to really do it, is the promo. He's got that down. He has the charisma already. It's just getting down that promo ability and that one-on-one feud. He's going to have it. Just give him that experience. In the ring, there's no question. Montez Ford is money. This dude, I remember I was watching, they had a match, right? I forgot who they were wrestling at the previous pay-per-view at Extreme Rules, but I think it was the Usos for the tag team titles. They had that match, and Montez Ford is someone who just stood out to me because I had always paid attention to what he was doing. Always knew he was really good. That was that and the Roman Reigns match that he had in September. Those two kind of performances really stood out to me where I was like, oh, this guy's got another gear in him. And he's got there's no really comp I can give him, honestly. There's no comparison in my mind that's coming to mind right now, but all I know is I look at this guy and I see a really good wrestler who's got really impeccable timing, who I love to watch in the ring, who is entertaining to watch, can do all the high-flying stuff, is a good enough, ring psychologist, I think, and he'll get better, obviously, as he has more singles matches. But this is a guy who I think he's got the look, he's got the charisma, he's got the in-ring, everything. There's honestly no way this can fail. So I think that, having the big Doc turning on him or whatever, whenever you want to do that, you can do that, or you can have them split up. The draft would have been a way to split them up, I think, and just kind of have a clean break. But I mean, it could be interesting to see what those two could do since they have that chemistry together. But I mean, Montez Ford, man, my gosh, he has definitely been a rising star. We already knew he was good, but a rising star as of late, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, I think the biggest flaw with him is his promo skills, but he's actually pretty solid at it. He's not terrible at it, but he hasn't really had to do that without playing on someone else. And it's much easier to do stuff like that too when you can play on someone else. But he has the charisma. He's there. And I honestly believe you could sell a match with him in the Intercontinental Championship or him in the United States Championship. You could sell a match with that because it's easy.
Him and the Intercontinental Champion, huh? Trevor, who is the Intercontinental Champion?
I have no clue.
I love how you were just openly and willing to admit that on a live podcast. I thought you would at least give a guess.
Uh, no, I have no idea. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't.
I,
It's King Nakamura.
okay,
The
okay.
artist formerly known as Shinsuke Nakamura, now King Nakamura, even though he
Because
didn't
no,
win
because
King of the Ring.
last time I checked, I thought he was in a match with somebody, and I thought he actually lost it. So I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Who do you think though? What? How would you do this? Like, how do you think you would push Montez forward though if you had like a little fantasy booking off the cuff here?
Well, so like splitting them up or just pushing him in
Just
a match?
no, just pushing him as a singles guy. I mean, you can split them up while you do that, but what
Right.
do you think is the best way forward? Um,
Honestly, so here's my problem with the those tournaments. Like you could have pushed him, had a tournament or whatever, or something like that, a number one contender match, right? And maybe have him like make a feud with someone on the same level as him. Like maybe even Dawkins. Maybe have them as single competitors go into a singles, like for a belt or number one contenders match, and have them both fighting, competing in the tournament. Let them both get to the final, and those are the two that they have to compete, and you can split them up that way, and that way it'd be more amicable. I can speak now. Okay, cool, and make it kind of it won't be one of those typical, oh, so and so turned on this one and now they're beefing. It'd be a little clean break. You know what I mean?
yeah, I like that. I like that. The way I was kind of thinking was, what's the best way to get, I think, the most people involved and over without oversaturating it?
Right,
That's kind of the way I view like booking in general.
right.
But the way I would do this with Montez Ford, and again, it's just fantasy booking. I would have them bring up someone from NXT, and it can be honestly anyone. You would ideally want someone, like you would want someone in the same mold as Montez Ford who has the potential to be just as good, if not better. Um, I don't, and off the cuff, I don't know who exactly that would be. NXT's changed a lot in the past few weeks that I have not
Oh,
been
Swerve
watching.
Scott is actually on SmackDown now.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So you could do it with him.
Yeah,
So you have Dawkins turn on him and then say, I never needed you. I'm gonna go tag with a real tag team partner, and then then he unites with Scott, and then you could have Montez Ford have like a tag team to kind of fend off like by himself, and
right.
and then let still keeps Dawkins in the mix of things, and it helps get a younger guy over, and then at the end of the day Montez Ford gets the shine from all of it because there's different elements of the feud. There's the whole this
Right.
used to be my tag team partner type of feud, and then the whole new guy on the block, the whole are you good enough to do this by yourself aspects, like so many different aspects of it, and that's how I would personally handle it. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.